Greetings, I'm Dev the Developer. This lesson covers the tags HTML provides for presenting technical content: pre, code, keyboard, sample, and variable. We will also cover two character entities you need whenever you want to display in angle brackets as text. Earlier in the course, we talked about how HTML collapses whitespace. Multiple spaces become one. Line breaks in your source become nothing. Pre is the tag that turns that behavior off. Inside a pre element, all whitespace is preserved exactly as it is written. Every space, every line break, every indent shows up on the page. Pre is typically used with code nested inside it. The combination gives you a block of pre-formatted code with the semantic meaning that the content is code. Now, a quick confession. Glitch might have played with the CSS styling for the pre and code tags, so the results would look better in the preview. Your mileage may vary until we get to CSS. Code can also be used for its inline code references within a sentence. If you are describing a tag or function name inside a paragraph, wrap it in code. The short version: pre for code blocks where whitespace matters, code for inline code references and as semantic wrapper inside pre. Two more tags for technical content. KBD marks up keyboard input, text that the user is meant to type. If you are writing documentation that says press Ctrl+C to stop the process, the keyboard shortcut belongs in KBD. Samp marks sample output from a program or system. Think of it as the mirror of KBD. If KBD is what the user types in, samp is what the system prints back out. Both of these render in a monospace font by default. The distinction is semantic. KBD is for input, samp is for output. Along with input and output, documentation often includes placeholders that the reader is supposed to fill in. That is what var handles. It marks up variables and placeholders in code or mathematical expressions. If you are writing documentation with a placeholder that the reader is supposed to replace with an actual value, var is the right tag. One last thing for this lesson. HTML uses angle brackets to define tags. That means if you want to display a less than or greater than character as literal text on the page, you cannot just type it. The browser will try to parse it as markup. The solution is HTML character entities. LT produces a less than and GT produces a greater than. You will need these anytime you are writing about HTML on an HTML page, which happens more often than you might expect. These are the same kind of character entities as the non-breaking space from the whitespace tags lesson. The ampersand signals the start of an entity and the semicolon the end. Pre to preserve whitespace in code blocks. Code for semantic code marking inline or inside pre. KBD for keyboard input. Samp for program output. And var for variables and placeholders. And the less than and greater than entities to display angle brackets as text. These tags matter most when you are building documentation or tutorials. And it turns out that is a thing web developers do fairly often. Build a small documentation page for something you already know and use all of them. Don't just watch it, do it.